How's everybody doing? Yes, it is time for your purposed positivity. I didn't come on yesterday or Sunday. I kind of like laid low because like I said, I will pop up, try to do it every day, but I only come when I have something that that I feel like is worth saying. And so today I have something that I feel like is worth saying. Okay. Let's see who's going to join me on my Jerry Speak Business page. Good morning, good morning, good morning to everyone, whether you're joining me live or whether you are watching me in replay. Tell me where you're watching from when you come on, just, even in replay. Let me know, where you're watching from. If you're here in Charleston, South Carolina, where I'm located, or if you're from outside of the city or outside of the state, let me know, because I like to know who I'm reaching. So today, my question for you today is, and I do have a few notes. My question for you today is, how are you showing up during this time of crisis? How are you showing up for your audience, for your followers, for your clients, And so when I think about how are you showing up, what we have to realize is this. You don't want to just show up, lily-nilly or however you call it, just because you're nervous, you're afraid, and you just want to put something out there. You want to show up when you have planned and organized your content, when you have a message for the people, when you have something to offer, whether you're charging for it or whether or not it's free. Show up. That's what we want you to do. Because at the end of the day, when everything is over and everything is said and done, the people who will be remembered are the ones who stayed the course and did not fall by the wayside. It is much easier to keep your momentum than it is to rebuild it when this thing is over. So for me, there's a lot of new things that I have to do differently, but I'm still being authentic to Jerry Speak. And that's another thing. When you show up, make sure that what you're doing and what you are sharing is authentic to your brand and who you are and what people are familiar with seeing you do. So for me, it's like I've been on Zoom this morning. It was my first time joining a mastermind on Zoom because that's one of the areas that I want to learn how to do and create my own Zoom course for people who I can do consulting with. Now that we are shut in and we're social distancing, I wanted to learn how to do Zoom and to create my own Zoom setup for people. Also, I do mentorship. So I wanted to make sure that I had another avenue that I could use. So this is still the Jerry Speak brand. There's nothing changing about that. It's just I'm changing the way that I do things for right now. So what I want to do mostly is talk to my speakers, my coaches, my writers, my mentors, my consultants. We are needed now more than we have ever been needed before. So this is the time that we should be pushing forward with new content, new information, words of encouragement, of advice, motivation, inspiration. You never know what somebody is going through. Somebody could be depressed. Somebody could be, thinking that it's not worth it. And just one moment of hearing from you, whether it's Facebook Live, whether it's Zoom, whether it's picking up the phone, whether it's a text or whatever, reach out to people. And that's what I have been doing. I talked to a young lady the other day, probably for at least 30 minutes by phone. We had planned to catch up with each other by phone before this thing hit. But then after I canceled my conference, I needed some downtime, and she reached out to me and she said she was ready to talk. And I was like, okay, today is not a good day. I spent the whole day refunding money, so I'm not in a mindset of even talking on the phone or reaching out or anything. Give me a day. So I gave myself a couple of days, and then I reached back out to her on Monday or Tuesday of this week. I don't remember. But we talked for about a half an hour. And, we really don't know what people are going through. So it's important to reach out to people. That was a moment for me to consult with her. Not so much from a mentorship situation, but just having someone to listen to you and hear what you are going through. Hey, Latoya, thank you so much for watching. And so basically all I'm saying is you never know what somebody's going through. It's good to reach out by telephone, just to hear somebody else's side of the story. And a lot of time when you hear somebody else's side of the story, you will realize how blessed you are. And that's what happened to me when I reached out to this young person the other day. I realized how blessed I am with my current situation and all that we're going through. So that's one of the things that I want to get out there to my speakers, my coaches, my writers, my mentors, my consultants, all of those people. This is the time to be live and to be doing something and to help and assist other people who are going through a crisis right now and in a different situation than you might find yourself. It's not about giving anybody money. It's not about donating to causes or anything, because we're all in the same situation right now, unless you have the money to give to somebody. But a word of encouragement, a listening ear is so important at this time right now as we go through this. So how are you showing up? How are you showing up for your audience? How are you showing up for your clients? How are you showing up in general? And how will people remember you after this is all over? These are some things that I want to suggest that you do. Create a plan for how you're going to show up. Show up prepared. Like I said, I'm going to learn how to do Zoom so that I can create a Zoom. And I can invite people to join me. It could be a one-on-one Zoom. It could be a one-on-one consultation. It could be a Zoom where a group of people come together after I created something that I want to share with the group. It could be any of that. Also, I'm beginning to set some office hours for myself. That's another thing that you can do. Set some office hours. I mean, you're used to going out during the day maybe and working, and then you come home and you do a little bit on the computer or whatever. But now that you're in the house 24/7, set some real live office hours so that you're not stuck in your office the whole time and you're not just generating brain sales the whole time. Because I could sit here all day long and create all this stuff and start, saving it or start putting it out. But it's like, why do that? So I created some office hours for myself. Also, I planned my meals out and I did portions so that I don't get greedy. I plan how many meals I'm going to eat a day, what time I plan to eat them, providing that, things go the way I anticipate. And I also plan my television time. I know that may sound crazy, but who wants to sit in front of the TV the whole time like a couch potato? That is not good and it's not healthy. The one thing I have not planned is exercise. I'm real bad at that. I have to be honest. I am real bad at that. So when you think about some of the things that you might want to do differently, think about planning how you're going to show up and plan how you're going to spend your day and how you're going to spend your time. Write down the name of some people that you're thinking about and pick up the phone and call them. Okay? And I think that's about it. Also, another thing I'm going to do today, I'm going to clean some pictures out of my phone because I got so many pictures in there that's not even going to be relevant after all of this is over. So that's it. I think I covered everything. I really do. Also, another thing I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be downloading my lives, my Facebook lives. I'm going to be downloading them to YouTube. I've had a YouTube channel for a while. I just don't use it. I just been so busy and so overwhelmed that I didn't want to learn how to do it. So I'm going to be learning how to do that while I'm out. What else? I think that might be it. Oh, learning how to do IGTV. That's another thing I want to learn how to do. And doing a whole lot of reading. Yeah. I schedule my reading time as well. So I thank y'all for watching. This has been Your Purposed Positivity. I'm having a hard time remembering my own title because of the way it flows off your tongue. It's like, this has been Your Purposed Positivity for today. And I will try to pop back in tomorrow as long as God gives me something to talk about. Thank you so much for watching. Bye now. I appreciate you.